Good morning, friends and family. Chaplain Joe here. Thank you for sharing your coffee with me this morning. I'm sticking with the weeds and the seeds, man. I'm not getting away from that. And I'll tell you why. Because this book is a book of seeds, a lot of seeds, and there's a lot of weeds. It talks about a lot of seeds and a lot of weeds. And I'm going to get right to it. I'm in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verses 24. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" Hit the brakes. Okay. Wow. Okay. A lot said there. There's a lot more to be said about that. This is one giant book of seeds, and I thank you this morning for letting me try to sow good ones. Sow good ones. Now let's break this down. Let's really take a look at this. Let's dig into this. First of all, it's backing up everything I've said about sowing seed in your garden. It's also saying that we have to be careful who we let in our garden, because our garden is the issues of life. King Solomon said, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." So with that being said, who are you letting sow seed and weed, sow seed or weed? Sow seeds or weeds in your garden. Let's think about that. Now, weeds are bitter, anger, resentment, jealousy, pride, hate, all those ugly, nasty things that no doubt will choke you, choke your life out. Will choke anything good. Any of these good seeds that I'm planting right now. Right now, I'm putting these good seeds in your heart. I'm trying to show you the way that I took to try and change my life. And things have come along, man. Nasty comments, questioning, criticism, people analyzing me that didn't need to analyze me, and people telling me I didn't know what I was talking about, and what's that supposed to mean, or you're one of them Christian guys, something like that. And those are all weeds. Those are all weeds trying to take away with the good stuff that I put in my heart. See, I had a heart full of weeds. I went to the Lord in prayer because I was being choked out. Life was hell on earth. Life was hell on earth, and I hated everything, and I hated everyone. So I finally discovered that I finally managed to get to God and get this garden tilled and get all these weeds removed, and God was putting love and peace and joy and righteousness, integrity, and all these good things in my garden. My garden was starting to grow, but there was people still in my life who didn't understand, who didn't know how, who didn't like the fact that I was starting to stand up on my own 2 feet and be my own man, and started to do things good again. And I actually got the seed of joy in my heart again, and I began to see the world in a different light because my garden now was all cleaned and cleared out. There are people in this world who do not want you to have good stuff. They just don't want you to have it. And they don't want to see you do well. They just don't. And that's unfortunate. And you know what? Don't take that personal. Me and my son watched videos on bullying one time, and we discovered that hurt people. So it's to never take these things personal. This is just how life works, unfortunately, especially for those who don't have good seed. If they don't have good seed, they don't have good seed in their hearts, then they're going to take the bad seed that was given to them, and then they're going to try to plant it into your heart. When you have to make a stand, guard your heart, man. Guard it. You gotta earn your right to go into my garden, man. You got to earn your right to come into my life. You got to earn that right. You got to earn my trust. You got to earn my respect. And you do that by sowing good seeds. I don't want to forget to mention that he said an enemy did this. While everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed seeds among the wheat and went away. Remember that. There's going to be people in your life who you think are your friends or who are good farmers, and they're not, and they turn out to be your enemy. They're going to turn out to be your enemies, and behind your back, while you're sleeping, while you're not paying attention, they're going to sow things. They're going to sow things about you and about your life, and then you're going to get it. Third party down the road, you're going to get it. You're going to hear it, and it's going to be, once again, it's going to be weeds or bad seeds, and you got to make up your mind. This is my garden, and only Jesus, only God the Father, only I am going to sow into this garden. I'll only allow the good stuff to get into my garden. The good seed. If you got good seed, you can put it in. You can put it into my heart. But if you ain't got good seed, then you know what? You need to take that somewhere else. And you got to watch out for the enemy. When you're not looking, he's going to try to sneak in. He's going to try to shake things up, and he's going to try to plant weeds in your garden. But you have to make up your mind that you're not going to let him do that. God is not mocked. For whatever one sows, that also will he reap. So those people who are trying to sow bad seeds in your life, it's all going to come back on them. That's just a given. So be encouraged today. Get to work on that garden. Keep your eyes open. Be smart. Let people in. But if they want to sow bad seed in your garden, close the door, man. Close the door. Close the door. And don't take it personal. Whatever you do, the devil's going to try to twist it. Your enemy's going to try to twist it and try to get into your head and make you think that, they're talking truth and they're saying the right things about you. And no, it's not true. It's not true. The only thing that's true is whatever God puts in your heart, whatever God says about you right here. Whatever he says to you or whatever God says about you in this book is what's true. And that's what should be going into your garden. Not people's opinions, not people's criticisms, not people's, guesses or what they think. They're not the final authority. God is, Christ is, and his word is. So be encouraged today. Guard your garden. Get to work on your garden. Be encouraged. Know God loves you. Have a great day.